thoughts on having new bosses, if you like?
Oh, my thoughts are it's a very positive situation, if that is the case. I spoke to Christian Perslow earlier this morning, and he told me he would keep me updated. I've not heard from him since. We've been training, of course, so I can't actually confirm what you are saying, but if what you're saying is true, then it's a very good day for the club.
It's finally sorted out.
Be a bit disappointing. We won't get so many people at the press conferences in the future, will we? So, especially we started winning a few games. Very difficult couple of weeks. It comes on the back also, of course, of a very bad result for the club, losing at home to Blackpool. Something which would have set us back under all circumstances, and then for this long drawn out court battle to take place, and for Liverpool's name to be on the TV screens, in the newspapers every day for other than positive reasons. Of course, it's been a bad time, and we've had to live through that bad time, but hopefully now, if what you say is true and the New England Sports Ventures are going to take over the club, that will be very positive news and very good news for us as well going into the important match we have at the weekend.
How much of a need do you think there is for stability at this club?
I think all people need stability. All clubs need stability. All managers and players need stability. Stability is becoming a very hard thing to find because we live in a world where you're either on top or you're at the bottom, and the middle line is not something which is appreciated by the mass media, because you don't want middle line situations, you want stories. And we've been a big story for you now for a few weeks, but I'm hoping that the new owners coming in will stabilise the situation, will give us a chance to concentrate on the football, and most importantly of all, will wipe out debts, which will mean that in future we can invest in players in a different way to what has happened certainly during the last transfer window, when money was in very short supply and we weren't even certain whether there was going to be any money at all to spend or whether the club would even be there.
In that respect, have you been able to speak at all to John W. Henry, and has he been able to give you any assurances about monies that may be made available or your position at the club?
Well, I don't think there's been any talk about my position at the club, and I did speak to him, yes. He called me. His message was that, he was hoping the deal would go through, that he was very much looking forward to becoming the new owner of Liverpool Football Club, and that he was looking forward to working with me and the people who are here. But we didn't talk about investment in that sense. The mere fact that the club has been or will be taken over and the debts wiped off immediately puts us into a very different financial position to the one we've been in, because I suppose, and I haven't confirmed this, but I just guessed that the sort of money we've had to pay the bank in interest will now possibly be made available for players, and if that money alone was made available, we'd be quite wealthy.
The threat of the loss of points going today,
well, that would have been a disaster. There's no question of that. I mean, if we've started the season badly, we have 6 points from 7 games. Luckily, quite a few teams have started the season badly, so we aren't, totally divorced at the bottom of the table. But it's a bad start. You add a 9-point deduction to that, then the best part of this season would have been trying to get our heads above water. Now what we've got to do is start winning some games to make certain we climb the table.